Good morning, students. I hope you all are safe. I am your grammar teacher. Today we are going to study chapter 8, verbs, transitive and intransitive. Before we start the chapter, I would like to give you some instructions. Listen to the explanation and read the chapter. After reading the chapter, write the exercise given in the PDF in your notebook. So let's begin. As you all know, verbs are words or a group of words that may express an action, a state, or possession. Often, verbs are expressing action, effect, or the received by another noun or pronoun or phrase in the sentence. The receiver or the person, place, or thing affected by the action indicated by the verb is called the object of the verb. For example, the bees stung Raghav. The action indicated by the verb stung is received by the object noun Raghav. Now, there are two kinds of verbs that are transitive and intransitive. So, verbs that must be followed by an object, or we can say the verbs that requires an object to make sense or to convey a meaning are called transitive verbs. They are always followed by a noun phrase, or a pronoun. For example, the boys flew. The boys flew a kite. Now, in this example, the boys flew and the boys flew kite. They do not make any complete sense if I am not putting a object, a kite. So, commonly used transitive verbs are admire, love, maintain, keep, offer, wish, receive, suggest, show, lend, enjoy, believe, join, discuss and attain. We do not use a preposition after a transitive verb. For example, we respect her. We will not say we respect to her. Now, some of the verbs are having a double object. Direct object and indirect object. Direct object receives the action or is affected by the action indicated by the verb. Indirect object receives the direct object or is the one for whom or to whom the action is done. For example, the hostess served us the dessert. The noun phrase the desert is the direct object that receives the action indicated by the verb served. Now, the position of the indirect object. The indirect object is always placed before the direct object in the sentence. However, the indirect object can be placed after the direct object as a part of the prepositional phrase using to or for. For example, Granny told my cousins stories of her childhood. Now here in this sentence, indirect object my cousins before the direct object stories of her childhood. Granny told stories of her childhood to my cousins. Indirect object my cousins after the prepositions to. I hope you understand the part of the chapter. You have to read the chapter and write the exercise given in PDF and mail it on given email ID. Below the links are given.